Valiant Steed. All that Prince Sebastian ever dreamt about was the day when he would receive his noble steed. Every prince that had ever reigned was ordained with this gift. It was a most sacred affair, and Sebastian had already imagined his horse into being. The prince was not disappointed when he was finally presented with an equine specimen of regal proportions. Sebastian fell gloriously in adoration of his gallant companion. From that day forth, they were inseparable. "I would lay down my life for you," Sebastian would say each night, and again with the sunrise. When his mother and father, the king and queen, questioned the adoration of such a creature, he would simply reply, "I would lay down my life for my noble steed." No truer words had the little prince ever spoken. The years passed by, and the prince grew old enough to fight in battle, and fight he did. Every conquest was honorably seized, and the prince never forgot to thank his noble companion. "I would lay down my life for you," were still his words before sleep, and the words he uttered upon waking. One gruesome bloody war, the prince lay wounded in a muddy ditch. Frightened and alone, he prayed for mercy. But the enemy was ruthless and would stop nothing to destroy what the prince had claimed. The enemy was savage beasts who celebrated the taste for blood, and the horrifying figure now standing over the young prince was a true reflection of this ugly tale. The colossal brute lifted his murderous axe high above his head, and Sebastian readied himself for death, but death did not come. Instead, his valiant steed came charging courageously out of the shadowy fog, knocking the enemy to the ground. But not before the axe's bloody fate buried itself deep into the side of Sebastian's beloved horse. The prince cried out in anguish as his best friend lay dying in his arms. Just when the young prince thought he could not survive another moment of this anguish, a whisper was suddenly heard across the battlefield. "I would lay down my life for you." And suddenly, the prince understood it all, for he too would have done the same. Valor had conquered all, and the prince returned to his kingdom victorious.